Now, here's the voice of the Lady Eagles, Michael Watray.
Hello once again, everybody, and welcome to Holt Fieldhouse as Carson-Newman gets back at home looking to take down UVA Wise. Lady Eagles have won all 8 of the meetings, including 7 by double figures. But the Lady Eagles' work cut out for them today as they take on a UVA Wise team that has won 6 of its first 8 games of the season. This is the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off, powered by the Appalachian Electric Cooperative. Make the right call for energy efficiency and score big savings today. Contact AEC, your trusted energy partner. 1 week ago at this time, Carson-Newman was desperate for a win. They got that in big fashion, dominating North Georgia by 31 points. Question today, after losing to Limestone by giving up its most points in the regular season in a regulation game in 26 years, is can they take care of business against UVA Wise this afternoon? Mike Mincy and I will answer that question and more when we come back as Carson-Newman gets ready to take on the Cavaliers of UVA Wise as we get ready for tip-off here on the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser-focused on your success.
Our pregame conversation with head coach Mike Mincy heads your way in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
Since 1916, a lot of independent agents have recommended auto owner's insurance, and a lot of parents have taken that recommendation to heart. So have a lot of their children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. As we celebrate our first 100 years, Auto Owners Insurance thanks all those who have put their trust in us, and all the generations who will.
At Aramark, this year we go back to our foundation. At Aramark, we are great food and great service with great guests. That is the Aramark way. From coffee at Maples to sandwiches in Stokely, Aramark is here to produce high-quality food for you. A foundation of fresh food, a foundation of speedy service, and a foundation that's built for you, now and for the future. That is the Aramark way.
Time to check in with the Lady Eagles head coach. Here's Mike Mincy alongside the voice of the Lady Eagles, Michael Watray.
Carson-Newman is back at Holt Fieldhouse as Lady Eagles get ready to take on the UVA Wise Cavalier with Coach Mike Mincy. I'm Michael Watray here for the Eagle Sports Network on the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off. Coach, you've had a few days to digest the Limestone game. Been a really interesting overall week because you ride the emotions of the North Georgia game, and then you ride the emotions of that Limestone contest. How has preparation been like these last couple days, trying to make sure that you can find a little bit of a level of consistency?
Well, the last 2 days have been quite interesting for the Lady Eagles based off of our performance this past week. You mentioned it going against North Georgia and the way we played. And when we play basically our top-level basketball, you see us 31-point win against North Georgia. We go to Limestone. We don't play with principle. We don't box out. We just basically got ran out of the gym. And we watched about 75 defensive clips of our mistakes during that game to aid in 102 points by Limestone. So we took Thursday off, and then Friday we probably had one of the hardest practices we've ever had the day before a game in my tenure, and it was more like a preseason practice of your typical defensive stuff, boxing out. So there was a lot of people having to take breaks from practice because of getting hit in the face and things of that nature, because I think we need another level of toughness that we're missing a little bit out of Lindsey. So we challenged them a lot yesterday, and I'll be interested to see how we defend, more importantly than anything else tonight, than what we did at Limestone.
How much right now does it need to be on the players to find that sense of urgency?
Well, as a coach, you have responsibility to prepare the team, and we take that obviously very seriously. But, as I told them this morning, we'll try to prepare you. We need to do a better job of toughening you up and not being so soft, so to speak, and letting you get away with not playing with our defensive principles. But at the end of the day, myself and Coach Berstrom and Coach Nichols will not make a shot. We won't get a rebound, and we won't do anything in the game on the floor. That's going to be up to them. And so I think there just has to be a level of responsibility and accountability by the players that we got to get down and defend. And we're just not doing that at a very high level right now. We're obviously dead last in the league, both overall and in conference play, and points per game given up and field goal percentage. And that's not something that we're used to, so it's got to get corrected.
Speaking with Carson-Newman coach Mike Mincy as we get ready for tip-off as the Lady Eagles take on UVA Wise. Wise does not have the services of Nia Van Zant. She's out, team leading scorer, shoots 50% from the floor, so that might be a good sign for you, but we've seen it in the past. Somebody else might step up. Caitlin Ross runs the show. She's having a terrific season. How do you handle their style of play defensively, knowing that they really don't go too deep into that bench?
Used to we would try to use a number of players, up-tempo, press, that kind of thing, to kind of wear them down. And, of course, Ross can play 40 minutes and not really miss a beat, to be honest with you. But not everybody can do that. And but now I think we've got to, get back and defend. They shoot a high percentage, and a lot of that's at the rim. They've figured out a way to get transition buckets at the rim, and they're using their guards, not necessarily the bigs, because they don't really have. They got Kessner, I guess, who's got size, but they're using guards to post up and using good footwork, and so it's going to test our guards to see if we can defend them when they kind of try to go back to the basket near the rim against us. And so it'll be interesting to see how we can do that. I would like to get to the press today if I can get some good production out of our bench, because that's where a lot of our speed and defensive players are, just to try to get the tempo right, like what we've been able to do in the past.
You mentioned that bench. I think that this is an important time for that group, because you're kind of playing with house money at this point, because one more loss and you're putting yourself really behind the NCAA tournament 8-ball. Yeah. Those players have an opportunity to step up, seize a role, and play a great deal of minutes. Have you stressed that to this group right now?
Well, we have. I mean, we've talked about how to deal with a bunch of individuals on a team, how to push the right buttons for everybody. And, you don't want to keep just hammering them in the ground about the negativity of where we are right now. But, they were recruited here for a reason, because we thought they could play. And, you look at Callie, Keely, and Emily in particular. They're three freshmen that are getting a lot of time, and Callie's starting. So their window of opportunity has opened up somewhat because of Lindsey's departure, but somewhat because we need them. And, they need to take advantage of that, same as our returnees need to lead better, and they need to hold people accountable. But in order for them to hold people accountable, they have to do those things. They have to make those effort plays. They can't get lost in transition defense and all the things that we're not really doing at a high clip right now. It just has to be better. And, in terms of playing with house money, yes, we're out Lindsey, but at the same time, we're still trying to get in the top 4 for the tournament purposes. I mean, I think we can still potentially make the NCAA tournament. We have good enough pieces, but sometimes when your confidence is shaken, it's just kind of hard to get past that. So I told them if they want to get confidence, then they're going to have to make things happen to build their confidence, just like they did against North Georgia.
Coach, appreciate the time. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you, Mike.
It's Carson-Newman coach Mike Mincy. When we come back, we'll have the starters and the play-by-play. Carson-Newman and UVA Wise up next on the Eagles Sports Network.
Building a new home? AEC can help. Build an all-electric home with an electric heat pump, an electric water heater, an electric range, and an electric washer and dryer. AEC's certified energy inspector will provide expert advice during construction and a complete home inspection upon finish. Before the drywall is in place, call AEC at 865-719-8322. AEC, your power with purpose.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
We're getting closer to tip-off.
Price picks it up, and Carson-Newman is the South Atlantic Conference Tournament champions.
More CN memories are headed your way on the Eagles Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
The number one source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is ShopCNEagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. ShopCNEagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopCNEagles.com. Welcome back to Mossy Creek. Winding towards tip-off here as Carson-Newman and UVA-Wise clash for the 9th time. 7 of the first 8 meetings have seen Carson-Newman win by double figures as the Lady Eagles are undefeated against the Cavs all time. This is the AC Countdown to tip-off, powered by the Appalachian Electric Cooperative. After all, you're not just a utility customer, you're a co-op member. We're just about ready to light the candle here at Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman looking to make it back-to-back victories in this facility after losing to Limestone on Wednesday. An opportunity to get back in the win column here this afternoon. When we come back, we'll have the play-by-play. Carson-Newman and UVA-Wise just about ready to light this candle here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
Okay, let's see. Carson-Newman University. It's been around since 1851. A beautiful campus, amazing student life, world-class accredited academics, competitive athletic programs, a Christian perspective, a top 10 best value school. They give $48 million in financial aid every year, and I get a free scholarship when I enroll. Looks like I found the perfect place.
This
Kisses it off the glass, and one.
is Carson-Newman Women's Basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
Smiles across the board, makes some room in the trophy case for the 3rd time in program history. Carson-Newman is the South Atlantic Conference Tournament champions.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, Domino's, Aramark, by ShopCNEagles.com, the Eagle Club, the Bible Insurance Agency, by Pepsi, by Magaha Electric, Inner Digital, by Food City, Tri-Light, Quality Suites of Morristown, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen. Now back to the voice of the Lady Eagles, Michael Watrang.
We welcome you back courtside as we're just about ready for tip-off. Carson-Newman and UVA Wise. Mike Mincy has beaten him all 6 of his occasions since they've started this series as Wise in the South Atlantic Conference. Time to look at the starting lineups for these two clubs, beginning with a look at the visitors, the Cavaliers of UVA Wise. Caitlin Ross has a triple-double in her career against Carson-Newman, and the senior from Kingston, Tennessee, gets the nod at the point guard position. No Nia Van Zandt, as I mentioned, the team's leading scorer at 17 points per game, not in uniform here today. On the blocks, it'll be Leah Kessner and Caitlin Berger, joined by Caitlin Bailey as well, and on the other guard position, Josie Hester. Carson-Newman will trot out the same lineup for a third consecutive game. Harley Smith, Callie McMahon in the front court. In the back court will be Braylon Weichel, Campbell Penland, and Skylar Boshears in this contest. Mike Mincy in his 12th season looking to get Carson-Newman back in the win column. This is an opportunity for us to give you a look at the uniforms for these clubs. Brought to you by Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Get a large one-topping pizza for $5.99 with your CNID. That's Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. UVA Wise in the black uniforms today. UVA Wise written across the chest. UVA in red, Wise in white. Numbers on the front and the back written in white. Carson-Newman on the other side in the white uniform, tops and bottoms. Carson written on top of the number. Newman below that, written in navy with orange trim. Numbers on the front and the back written in orange with navy trim. And we're just about ready to roll here today for this contest. Carson-Newman, one of the biggest keys to keep an eye on for this game, rebounding. 4-0 this season when they out-rebound their opponent. 0-5 when they have fewer boards than the opponent this year. And they were out-rebounded by a Limestone team that was -8 this season by 17 on Wednesday night. Carson-Newman and Wise ready to roll. And we're just about ready for action. Great crowd here today for December 10th, a couple weeks before Christmas. A lot of the seats are taken up here inside of this facility, and it'll only get bigger with the men's game coming up later. McMahon's in the center circle. She's joined by Bailey. And here we go. From Holt Fieldhouse, McMahon wins the tap. It's to Smith, and here comes Carson-Newman left to right in the white unis. Man-to-man defense this time around by UVA Wise. Penland top of the key. Against man-to-man pressure, throws it to Boshears left wing. She dribbles to the free throw line, kicks it out right corner. Penland called for a traveling violation as she started to make her move on the right baseline. Carson-Newman turned it over only 10 times on Wednesday against Limestone, but the Saints took big advantage of that any time that they did turn the basketball over. Ross into the front court for Wise. Around a screen to her left, gets to the paint. The leading assist player in the country dishes it off for Kessner. Sprints to the right block, misses the layup all glass. Ross there for the offensive recycle. Left wing, it's in the hands of Berger. Throws it to the high post, and the Anderson transfer, Bailey. Kicks it to the right corner for a three-pointer. Hester, too strong. Rebound, left block, Callie McMahon. Carson-Newman ball, 50 seconds in, no score. Top of the key, McMahon catching, shooting a three. Off wide right, bangs off the backboard and splits to the left corner, where it's grasped in that corner by Bailey. Right to left to the front court in the All Blacks for Wise. Bailey catches on the right block, spins to the paint, left-hand hook shot, well too strong. Boshears taps, everybody for Wise that sprinted down the floor. It comes to Penland. She gives it to Weichel, works around the baseline, kicks it to the left wing. Boshears hopping, left baseline, right hand, teardrop, circles around the rim, comes out. Penland on offensive rebound, took it right out of the hands of Kessner. Throws it to the top of the key in Smith. Now right corner. Boshears wants a three. It's an air ball. Rebound tracked down in the corner by Hester. Still no points. We've played 94 seconds. No score between these clubs. Wise basketball. Bailey in left wing. Sprints along the right-hand side of the lane as she kicks it out for Berger. Berger outside of the three-point arc. Now dribbles inside of the three-point arc. Looked like she might have traveled. Throws it to Kessner. Hands it right back to Ross. Back to Kessner left wing. And she's called for a travel. Both sides have missed all three of their shots. Each side has turned it over once. And Carson-Newman looking to break the seal on the scoring column. No score, 8:06 to go in the first. Weichel across the timeline, the team's leading scorer this season. Crosses over and goes to the left wing and hands off Boshears. Now top of the key, McMahon to the right wing and Penland. Back out top, Boshiers swings it left wing. Harley Smith wants a three, and she breaks the seal. Hits all nylon, and the Lady Eagles on top 3-0. 7:45 to go in the first. Smith has married three-pointers in back-to-back games after not having one in the first 7 of the year. Ross on the right wing trying to bounce it inside. Weichel gets a nice kick. World Cup quarterfinals today look just like the Moroccan team taking down Portugal earlier today. Inbound from Hester on the far right wing. Throws it to Ross. 20 on the shot clock, plenty of time for the Cavs. She sprints into the lane. Weichel gets her hands in there. It's a held ball. And possession arrow favors UVA Wise. Good job by Weichel. She got her hands in there, did it without fouling after she had been beaten to the bucket, and Ross had the ball down near her right hip. Weichel got her paws all over it. 3-0, 7:26 to go in the first. Carson-Newman on top, defending. High-low action inside for Bailey. She had a tough time catching it. Able to gather. Weichel gets a hand in there. Bailey misses it short. Into the front court, Penland sprinting, crossing it. Boshiers pumps, misses the shot on the left block, but does draw the first foul of the game. Good backdoor cut by Boshiers. Penland found her, the team's leader in assists this season. And Boshiers with a double clutch effort, able to get a shot off and draw the foul. And now Skylar Boshiers, 75% on the year for the teams that leads the conference in free throw percentage. Drains the first. 4 unanswered to begin the game for Carson-Newman. Wise still looking for its first points of the day. Second shot from Boshiers on the way, and it goes straight down the cords, and it's 5-0. Carson-Newman on top, 7:09 to go in the first. Wise back with the basketball, playing without its leading scorer, Nia Van Zandt, who averages 17 a game and makes 50% of her shots. Ross throws it underneath. McMahon there for the interception. Boshiers sprinting front court all the way to the middle lane. Kicks it left wing. Smith feeling it from outside. Tickles the twine again. 8 unanswered to begin the day for Carson-Newman. 6:40 to go in the first. Harley Smith has made 2 3-pointers in this game. Entered the season 1 out of 15. Hester dribbling high post. Throws it to the left wing. Ross steps back. Bounces it underneath. Kestner juggles it, and it's off of her hip. Out of bounds. Third turnover for Wise. McMahon, strong hands. And Carson-Newman, having scored the first 8 of the game after taking nearly 3 minutes to score the first points of the day, looking to continue this surge. Weichel, top of the key, stepping back for a 3. She shreds the strings. 11 unanswered out of the gates. Timeout Wise. Well, it took a little while to get going, but Carson-Newman with an emphatic surge, 11 straight, and with 6:13 to go in the opening quarter. Timeout from UVA Wise. We'll step out for one as well here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency, 423-586-4320, or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Carson-Newman has scored 9 points off of 3 UVA Wise turnovers. And it's Wise with the basketball out of the timeout, looking for his first points of the game, down 11-0. Good backdoor cut from Berger Penland there in the free throw line to swat the teardrop. Penland sprints front court. Carson-Newman ball, 4 minutes in, 11 unanswered. Weichel, top of the key. That is a deep 3. It's short, but the rebound taps out to Penland right wing. Dumps it underneath for McMahon, and a foul is whistled with Ross on the ground, picking up her first. Carson-Newman doing everything well right here at the outset. Third offensive rebound already of the game. And with 11 unanswered to begin the contest, looking to extend that string. Boshiers lobs it out to McMahon on the right wing. Hands it to Smith, right back Penland, stepping into a three. The ball is partially blocked, and it's picked up by Ross inside of the lane. Bailey got a piece of it. This is a really good shot blocking group. Ross into the lane, drawing the foul as she's going towards the left block. It is on Braylon Weichel. Let's see if they call it in the act of shooting. They do indeed. So Wise will have a chance to get its first points of the day at the stripe. We've played nearly 4.5 minutes. Ross, 78% foul shooter, misses the front end. Short and wide right. Wise has started 0 of 6 from the field. Ross's second attempt up there, and that is in. First points of the day for Wise. Ends Carson-Newman's scoring run. And Caitlin Berger steps off the floor, and Sable Burnside from nearby Morristown East High School is in the game. 5.5 to go in the first, 11-1 Carson-Newman. Bailey is guarding Weichel. That's a big mismatch, 6-1 on 5-5. Baseline, it's Smith throwing it to the high post, and McMahon hands it off to Weichel. Dribbles around a Smith screen from about 12 feet. Left of the S in the Sac logo in the paint. Drops in the jump shot. 13-1 start to the day for Carson-Newman with 5:09 to go in the first. Lady Eagles have made 4 of their last 5. Lob underneath, looking for Bailey. It's over her head. Penland highlights the ball out towards midcourt. It's picked up by a Wise player, dumping it in to Kessner was Burnside, and she puts in the layup. Well, Penland was trying to save the ball in. Weichel going all the way to the right block, throws it out. McMahon, a right elbow jump shot, too strong. Rebound tapped by Bailey over to Hester. Ross sprints front court, 13-3 the differential. Ross all the way to the left block, forces a shot up and underneath the left armpit of Braylon Weichel. 13-5, Carson-Newman on top, 4.5 to go in the first. Penland, top of the key for the Lady Eagles. High post it goes McMahon. Hands it to Smith, who's hit a couple threes, this time in rhythm. Steps back for a top of the key two-point jumper that goes halfway down the cylinder and falls out. Wise has made its last 2 shots. 13-5, Carson-Newman ahead. Playing defense. Bailey, a jump shot from the right elbow. Wedges left side of the rim. Rebound to Braylon Weichel. Sprinting front court left to right. Kicking it to the right corner. Penland. She falls to the ground. Gets it to Weichel, though, on the right elbow. Steps into a jump shot and fires it in. Braylon Weichel with 7 early points. Carson-Newman's lead back to 10. It's been as many as a dozen. 3:47 to go in the first. Carson-Newman 15. UVA Wise 5 with the ball. Ross at the top of the key. Dribbles left, hands it off Burnside. She dribbles right, crosses back over left, gets to the left side of the lane, and a good high arcing left hand floating layup, kisses the window and goes in. 3.5 to go in the first. Carson-Newman's lead is 8, 15-7 as CN has the ball. To the right block, he goes McMahon, dribbles against Kessner, puts the shot up. Kessner gets her hands on it, swats it out of bounds off of McMahon. Well, this season, when you look at UVA Wise, third most efficient team in the conference, 45% shooting, but they're 3 of 10 to start. 15-7, Carson-Newman leads, Wise with the ball, 3:13 to go in the first. Hester thought about a 3 on the left wing, instead throws it out to Chloe Frantz, top of the key. Now it is Bailey, dribbling right, giving it right back to Frantz. She gets to the left elbow, gets Penland in the air, throws it out. Burnside, a left wing 3, well too strong and wide right. Boshiers is there to collect the glass. Lady Eagles by 8. Boshiers spinning into the lane, kicking it out. Smith wants a 3-pointer from the right wing. That's too strong this time around, and the rebound picked out of there by Hester. 2:43 to go in the first. Carson-Newman on top by 8, defending. Frantz, front court, gives it to Hester. Right wing, 3-pointer up there, rattling out. Nearly went down the can. Rebound to Smith. Carson-Newman ball ahead by 8. Nice pass underneath. Smith found McMahon on the left block cutting. Puts the shot up. Kessner gets a block at it. And for the first time in the game, Carson-Newman uses subs. 2:27 to go in the first. 15-7, Carson-Newman ahead. Lady Eagles have Weichel, Smith, Alvey, Rogers, and Rutherford in the game. Smith in the left corner, throws it out, Rogers right point. Around the perimeter it goes to the left wing, Weichel. Works around a Smith screen, pulls up for a 2-point jump shot. That's too strong. A rebound picked out of there by Berger at the top of the key. Wise of the basketball, Carson-Newman all of a sudden gone cold again. Frantz, top of the key, throws it underneath. Good catch by Berger on the right block. Spins left and puts in the layup. Carson-Newman has missed 6 of its last 7 shots. That's allowed Wise to cut the deficit down to 6. Weichel, a three-pointer from the right corner. It's too strong, but a foul is whistled on Caitlin Bailey. That'll send Braylon Weichel to the free throw line for 3 foul shots. Weichel at 92% on the season will get 3 shots at it. Eagle fans, Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals the Lakeway region can offer. Lisa's Country Kitchen, the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Weichel gets the first. That snaps a 2-minute scoring drought. And her second free throw up there. That goes straight down the hatch. She'll get another crack at it. Weichel, 86% for her career. That's the 4th best margin among active players at the D2 level. Third shot from Weichel. Right down the hatch again. So she gets all 3 foul shots. And the margin back to 9. 18-9, 2 minutes to go in the first. Lady Eagles pressing, full court. Burnside across the timeline. Gets to the free throw line, throws it to the right corner. Hester back out Friends, and she travels. Turnovers have been a massive issue for Wise this season. 246th in the country. That's bottom 50 in the nation. A tick shy of 20 per game this year, and they've turned it over now 5 times in the first 8+ minutes, rather. 1:45 to go in the first. Carson-Newman leads 18-9. They've led by as many as a dozen and facing zone defense now. Rogers left wing. Now to Smith, top of the key. Spins it over to Rutherford, right wing. Now to the right corner. Alvey wide open. Catch and shoot 3. This one's too strong. Look at Rogers in the paint. Grabbing the rebound. She falls to the ground. It'll be a jump ball. Carson-Newman has the possession, and they'll hold on to it. That was a great play by Rogers. She came from out of nowhere. The lone white jersey in there against Wise and was able to grab it and maintain possession with 1:24 to go in the first. Rutherford inbounded, 18-9 Lady Eagles. Rutherford throws it. Rogers pass was deflected. She dribbles all the way to the right block. Running a right-hand layup. Good aggressiveness there by the product out of Farragut. 20-9, 11-point lead. France in the front court gets fouled by Keely Rogers. Picks up her first. 1:12 to go in the first. 20-9 Carson-Newman. We did not see our first points of this game until the 7:52 mark. Carson-Newman scored the first 11. Lead is 11 right now. France across the timeline. Rutherford all over her. Looks like she's getting a hand check on her, and they call a traveling violation. It certainly looked like Rutherford had her right hand on the hip of France on a couple different occasions, but they did not call the foul, the hand-checking foul. Carson-Newman will have a chance to get its largest lead of the day on this trip, leading at 20-9. Under a minute to go now. Rogers around to Alvey, sprints to the paint, kicks it out. Rogers, top of the key, 3! Splashdown from Keely Rogers. Largest lead of the day, it's 14, 23-9, 47 seconds to go in the first. Across the timeline comes Caitlin Bailey, and Carson-Newman has scored another 8-0 run to get ahead, 23-9. France, top of the key, 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bailey jabs right, dribbles left, lobs left corner. Burnside gets a running start, spins around in the paint, and puts it in. That was a strong take by Burnside. Shot clock is off, 20 seconds to go in the first. Carson-Newman 23, Wise 11. And Weichel to set up the offense. Franz steps in, got a piece of the ball from Weichel. 10-9 as Rutherford grabs it right wing. 7-6 as it goes to McMahon at the high post. McMahon is fouled by Franz with 3.7 to go. That was a foul to give for Wise. Just the 4th team foul of the quarter. So let's see what Carson-Newman draws up here with 3.7 seconds to play. Weichel, McMahon, over to the left wing. Alvey, 1 dribble, 1 second. Puts up a teardrop in the lane. Puts it down. Second buzzer beater of the season for Carson-Newman. And it's a strong way to close out the opening quarter. A 14-point lead for Carson-Newman after a frame. Alvey, after a couple dribbles, puts up a teardrop in the lane. And Carson-Newman leads it 25-11 after 10. Can they keep it rolling? We'll find out next on the Eagle Sports Network.
Electrical surges like lightning. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess voltage either back into the system or to the ground. AEC also offers power strips for use inside your home to protect electronics and other items. The cost of this protective service from AEC is $9.95 per month. Ordering today affords you no connection fee. AEC. We're power with purpose.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Welcome back to Old Fieldhouse. Michael Watring sitting courtside with our producer, Skip Roberts, here today. Carson-Newman takes advantage of 6 wise turnovers, closes out the quarter on a 10-2 scoring run. After starting the quarter on an 11-0 surge, and the Lady Eagles lead at 25-11 as we start off the second period. Here from Holt Fieldhouse, 10 points from Braylon Weichel. She's made all 3 of her foul shots, 3 of 5 from the field. Lady Eagles have made 4 out of 10 from deep. And they're resetting the foul count on the scoreboard right now, as Carson-Newman will look to continue this streak rolling along. Wise, not overall very deep. 3 of the top 15 players in the country in terms of minutes per game are on this Cavalier group. Van Zant, second in the country, 39 minutes per game, but she is not available today. Hester at 38 minutes per game. That's third in the country. And Caitlin Ross, 37.1. That's 15th in the country. So players that do not come off the floor very often. And why not? Those are 3 really solid players averaging double figures. Ross grabs the ball. We start the second period with Carson-Newman ahead by 14. Goes right through the hands of Berger on a pass from Bailey. She grabs it along the far right sideline. Gives to Hester. Over to Ross. Ross grabs right, dribbles left, throws it underneath. And another kicked ball by Carson-Newman. And the shot clock will reset back to 20 with 9:45 to go in the opening half. 25-11, Carson-Newman on top here against the Cavaliers. And Ross to inbound the ball. Gives it right to a cutting Berger. She missed the left-hand layup on the left block. Rogers there for the rebound. 9:40 to go first half. Carson-Newman ball ahead by 14. Weichel, right corner. Ball fakes on a 3, dribbles to the baseline, throws it out. Ross steps in the passing lane, intercepts on the right wing. Sprints front court, all the way to left block, stops there, throws it to Berger. 1 dribble, pull-up jump shot from the free throw line is down the hatch. 25-13, Carson-Newman ahead, 9:19 to go first half. Weichel right wing, goes left, throws it out to Rogers. Back to Weichel, out of the right corner, McMahon. Thought about a 3 for a half a second, then throws to Rogers. Spins it to the left wing, and Weichel, Alvey, Rogers. A lot of passing against this zone for Wise. Not a lot of penetration. Now it goes underneath for McMahon. Spins over the right shoulder and softly drops in a jump shot from the C in the SAC logo in the paint. 27-13, 8:50 to go. First half. Carson-Newman ahead by game high 14. Into the front court, Berger gives it out Ross, sprints down lane, jump stops, bounces it out, right through the hands of Bailey to Alvey. Alvey wins the race all the way to the right block, hangs, floats, puts it in, and 1 for Michaela Alvey. Excellent body control there by Alvey on the break. And Carson-Newman has opened up its largest margin of the day. This was a 15-9 game. Since that point, Carson-Newman is on a 15-4 run. Make it 16-4 as Alvey connects on the foul shot. Had been 4 of 8 this season prior to that. 30-13. 8.5 to go in the first half. Rogers gets a poke at it. Alvey punches it with the left hand. Rutherford to the front court. Kicks it to the right corner. Alvey thought about a 3, sprints to the lane, gives it out Rutherford. Rogers, she's left open, balances herself, nearly banked in a 3-pointer. Then Rutherford gets a piece of it and then draws the foul as she's going after the rebound, or commits the foul, rather. Rutherford called for her first personal foul. Team's first of the quarter. 8:13 to go in the first half. Carson-Newman by 17, 30-13. Berger in the backcourt throws it to the right-hand side. The third kicked ball of the game for Carson-Newman's defense here. Waco gets a piece of this one. 8:09 to play in the first half. Carson-Newman shooting 44%, but it's been a volume of opportunities. They have 7 more shot attempts than UVA Wise. And with 8:09 to go in the first half, Carson-Newman leading it by 17. Quality Suites of Morristown is the preferred hotel choice of the Carson-Newman Eagles, located 10 miles from campus. Quality Suites of Morristown is the perfect place to stay when you're traveling to watch the Eagles play. Call 423-585-4000 and ask for the Carson-Newman rates. Wise inbounds, and Ross breaks the pressure as he wound under 8 to go in the first half. Burnside dribbles right, throws it to the right corner. Rogers deflects off of the body of Alvey. She grabs it. Rogers to the front court, probing. Backdoor cut, Weichel right baseline. Sprints to the lane, and a traveling violation as she was trying to get the ball out of her hands to pass it, but the ball got caught on her right leg and called for the violation. Carson-Newman's 5th turnover of the day. 7 3/4 minutes to go first half. Carson-Newman 30, UVA Wise 13. Hester in the front court gives to Berger. Cavaliers set up the offense with Ross working around a Burnside screen. Steps back from deep beyond the left elbow and connects on a jumper. She has 7 points early, and the lead down to 15, 30-15, 7:20 to go first half. Carson-Newman ball ahead by double figures. Rutherford is left open in the right wing, and she has splashdown. Rutherford was just left all alone. She makes 31% this year, and nobody got a hand up. 5 3-pointers for Carson-Newman. Margin is a game-high 18, 33-15. Wise breaks the press. Rutherford gets her hands in there as Hester was dribbling. It's a jump ball, and the possession arrow favors Carson-Newman. Carson-Newman defensively was challenged by Mike Mincy, and they have rung the bell in this one, forcing 10 turnovers, 4 in the last 2 minutes. 33-15. Carson-Newman with a chance to get its first 20-plus point margin of the day. Alvey, left wing, underneath the left baseline, Smith. Cross-court pass, right corner, Rutherford. Throws it to Penland. Dribbles inside of the arc, kick out, left wing. Alvey 3-2 strong. Rebound to Kessner on the left block. Wise with the basketball, down 18. 33-15, 6:35 to go first half. Berger under the block, and a foul is whistled. See if they get Alvey or Smith. Smith had a little bit of a push. Alvey came down to scrape, and they give it on Smith with that initial body bump. 6.5 to go first half. Carson-Newman 33, UVA Wise 15. Inbound comes to the right corner, Kessner. Now Bailey, right wing. Bailey throws it out, Ross. Top of the key, dribbles left. Runs into traffic, and an offensive foul is whistled. Ross called for her second as Smith stepped up to take the charge. Looked like Smith didn't get all the way over into that position, but they do call the charge on Ross, who has picked up her second. 6:20 to go first half. Carson-Newman ahead by 18. It's a rematch of last year's SAC quarterfinal matchup, which Carson-Newman won that game 86-69 en route to a SAC tournament title. Penland, right wing. Thought about a 3. Now dribbles left. Throws it to Alvey. Cross court through the hands of Bailey and picked up by Berger. Carson-Newman's 5th turnover of the day. 6 minutes to go first half. Wise with the ball, down 18. Top of the key, it's Hester. Throws it left wing for Bailey. Bailey dribbles right. Stops there. Defenders all around her. Throws it out. Hester, right wing 3. Connects on it. First made 3-pointer of the day for UVA Wise. Shooting 44%, but the turnovers have been an issue. 33-18, 5:40 to go first half. Carson-Newman ahead by 15 with the ball. Smith to Alvey on the left wing. Inside to McMahon. Back Smith, top of the key. Fires it over to the right corner for a Rutherford 3. That is short. Rebound deflects towards the baseline. Ross saves it inbounds as she's going to the seats. Gives it to Kessner. Right back to Ross. And here comes Wise with 5:14 to go in the first half. Berger on the left block. Eaves one up with the left hand and puts it in. Wise has made 4 straight shots. And just like that, the margin down to 13 as Mike Mincy calls for time. UVA Wise has started to find a little bit of a rhythm. They've scored 5 unanswered to trim the margin to 13. Mike Mincy calls for time. We'll take one as well. Can Carson-Newman continue to expand the bulge going into halftime? Or does Wise have an answer? We'll find out together. 5:03 to go first half. Carson-Newman 33, Wise 20 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
UVA Wise has made its first 4 shots. Carson-Newman hasn't scored in nearly 2.5 minutes. And with 5 minutes to go in the first half, it's Carson-Newman ball out of the timeout, leaving it 33-20. Left wing, Weichel. Back out top for Penland. Spins it to the right wing, and Smith over to the left wing. Weichel, 9 on the shot clock as she dribbles right. Works around a McMahon screen against the man-to-man defense. Kicks it, Penland, left wing, 3. Short and wide right. Rebound tracked down in the corner by Kessner. Wise outscoring Carson-Newman by a point in the quarter after Carson-Newman had blown out an 18-point lead. It's down to 13. And here's an interception. Unnecessary pass by Hester looking for Bailey. Right into the hands of Smith. Dribbles front court. Kick out. Weichel, left wing, 3. Too strong. Offensive rebound. Smith from her backside throws it to McMahon, left side of the lane. She misses a jumper short. Carson-Newman has gone a little ice cold right now, shooting this ball from the field. 4:10 to go first half. Carson-Newman leading it by 13. Wise has held Carson-Newman without points for 3+ minutes, but they've only gotten it down to 13. Hester on the right wing. Dribbles around Kessner's screen. Boshiers goes under, and Hester makes her pay. 7 in a row for Wise, and just like that, it's down to 11. McMahon on the right block for Carson-Newman. Puts a shot up, draws the foul, and goes to the free throw line. McMahon dribbled to the paint, went over her right shoulder, and drew the foul. 3:43 to go first half. Carson-Newman has not scored in 3 minutes and 38 seconds. And McMahon, 5 of 7 this year at the line, doesn't get a friendly roll on the first foul shot. Went halfway down the canister and flew off the right-hand side. Second free throw for McMahon is up there, and that one goes straight down the nylon. And it gets it back to 12, ends Carson-Newman's scoring drought of 3:38. Bailey in the backcourt picks up her dribble, gives it to Berger, fires it through a couple defenders to Hester. Hester spins around. There's nobody on her, puts up a 3. It's an air ball, and it winds up into the Eagle Club seating area on the baseline. 34-22, 3.5 to go. Wise had made 5 straight shots before that air ball. And here comes Carson-Newman coming left to right to the front court. Penland right wing, out to McMahon, spins it left side, Boshiers, back out, Smith, dribbles right all the way to the block, tries to spin around, gets caught up between 2 defenders and is called for a traveling violation. Carson-Newman ahead by a dozen, 34-22, 3:13 to go first half. Wise looking to make this a game here down the stretch of the first half. Hester to the middle of the floor, deflected by Penland. Penland throws it. It was clearly kicked in the middle of the lane, and it's the official that's 45 feet away from the ball that comes in to say that it was kicked. So Carson-Newman will hold on to the basketball on the baseline. 3:04 to go before halftime. Carson-Newman by a dozen with the ball, 34-22. Weichel lobs it out to the high post, and Smith. She dribbles left elbow, picks up her dribble, gives Penland right wing. Ball fake, sprints all the way to the right block. Bailey there for a shot block. Penland has the ball fall right on her, and it's out of bounds off of Penland, and it goes back to UVA Wise. Carson-Newman has taken the foot off the gas pedal a little bit here in the second quarter. Defensively, still forcing turnovers, 7 of them, but offensively just not converting at the same rate. Ross has it in the front court for Wise, down by a dozen. Bounces it underneath for Kessner, right back Ross in the left corner. Dribbles left, all the way to the baseline, throws it underneath, looking for Berger. Weichel gets in with the right hand and slaps it into the dance team. 2:38 to go in the first half. Carson-Newman leads by 12, 34-22. Ross inbounds the ball on the baseline to France, right corner. Gives it to Bailey, right block. Picks up her dribble, gives it to Kessner. Free throw line jump shot is too strong. McMahon the rebound, throws it forward near right sideline. Smith, cross-court pass right through the hands of Bo Shears. Pretty good pass by Smith. Bo Shears just couldn't collect it. Carson-Newman turns it over for the 5th time in the quarter after just 2 in the first quarter. 2:20 to go first half, 34-22. Carson-Newman only 9 points in this second quarter. Bailey, right baseline, throws it out. Ross, wide open 3. Short iron. Smith, that would have made it a single-digit game. 2:08 to play first half. Carson-Newman hasn't made a field goal in 5 minutes. Weichel has it on the right-hand side. Sprints all the way to the left elbow, pulls up for a jump shot, and that ends that drought. Carson-Newman had missed 6 straight shots from the field before Weichel buries a jumper. She has a dozen, a game high. 1:50 to play first half. Intercepted this time. Good hands by Bo Shears as Ross threw it to midcourt. Bo Shears sprinting all the way to the left block, and she draws a foul on Bailey. Second on Bailey, and Bo Shears back to the line. Carson-Newman 37, UVA Wise 22. Eagle fans, check out Carson-Newman Athletics official online store at shopseeneagles.com, featuring more than 1,100 products from t-shirts and polos to phone skins and pet collars. ShopSeenEagles.com, the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Stay tuned at halftime. We'll have scores from around the league and first half stats on our ShopSeenEagles.com halftime report. 1:41 to go first half. Bo Shears back at the line. 2 points, both at the line. Carson-Newman's made 7 out of 8 at the stripe. Lead sits at 15. First foul shot is in. And it's another opportunity here for Skylar Bo Shears. Wise hasn't scored in 2 minutes and 12 seconds now. Scoring droughts aplenty for these two sides. Second one from Bo Shears rattles out. Second miss in 10 tries for Carson-Newman. Margin is 16. The game high has been 18. Ross front court, backdoor bounce pass. Good pass. Burnside had a trouble collecting it, then finds Berger in the lane. And a nice left-hand shot from Berger, who now has 8. 38-24. 1.5 to go in the first half. Weichel dribbling to the high post, hands it off. Bo Shears dribbles to the right elbow, gives it to Rutherford, and her pass is deflected by Burnside. Out of bounds to the bleachers, far left sideline. 75 seconds to go before the break. Carson-Newman leads by 14, 38-24. They've led the entirety of the game after scoring the first 11 of the day. Rutherford dribbles all the way to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock now. Alvey comes to set a screen, hands it off, does Rutherford for Weichel, steps into a 3, top of the key, wide right, rebound to Bo Shears. Everybody stopped because the shot clock buzzer went off. Bo Shears takes a dribble and puts in the layup. Everybody falling asleep. Carson-Newman by 16. And now a steal at midcourt. Bo Shears the deflection. Weichel sprinting to the lane, all the way to the left block, draws the foul and goes to the free throw line. The foul goes on Bailey, and that is her 3rd personal foul. Well, everybody on the floor, including Bo Shears, stopped. Bo Shears just held on to the ball, looked back at the Carson-Newman bench, and they waved her on and said, shoot it. And she took one dribble and had an easy, uncontested layup. And now Weichel, who has a game-high 12, puts the first free throw up and puts it in. Carson-Newman getting to the line with a very high frequency in this game. And one more here from Braylon Weichel. On the way and straight down. And the margin swells to a game-high 18, 42-24, 40 seconds to go in the opening half. Can Carson-Newman get a stop defensively? Wise is shooting 46%. High post, it goes to Burnside outside of the three-point arc. Dribbles right, all the way down the right side of the lane, hangs, floats, misses it short. Shot clock is off. Weichel evades pressure. And Carson-Newman will get the last shot of the opening half. Game clock at 15 and now 14. Carson-Newman has scored 4 unanswered points. 10 and 9 as Weichel dribbles right wing, spins back left, uses a Smith screen, 6 and 5. Alvey back out Smith, right wing, three-pointer up there. That is short. Rebound poked around. Ross grabs it, and that's how the opening half comes to a close. Wise at one point had a 7-0 run, but Carson-Newman scores the final 4 of the opening half, and the Lady Eagles will take an 18-point lead into the locker room. Largest halftime lead of the season for Carson-Newman. Lady Eagles have only led 3 times at halftime this year. All 3 times have been by double figures, including today. 42-24 at the break. Carson-Newman on top of UVA Wise, looking to make it a flawless 9-0 against the Cavs here today. ShopSeeingEagles.com halftime report will feature first half stats, as well as a look around some of the action from the South Atlantic Conference here today. Carson-Newman leads by 18 at halftime as we step out for a break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to ShopSeeingEagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the ShopSeeingEagles.com halftime report in just 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges like lightning. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess voltage either back into the system or to the ground. AEC also offers power strips for use inside your home to protect electronics and other items. The cost of this protective service from AEC is $9.95 per month. Ordering today affords you no connection fee. AEC. We're power with purpose.
It's halftime. Your first half scoring summary and a check of the ShopCNEagles.com sack scoreboard are headed your way.
Smith, right wing, three-pointers up, it's in! Potentially a dagger for CN!
Now back to the voice of the Lady Eagles, Michael Watray.
Carson-Newman leads at halftime. The margin is 41-24 at the break, so it is a 17-point lead at the half. They had to go over some of the statistics and confirm that at the break. So it does sit at 41-24 at halftime. Carson-Newman in that first half, not necessarily the most efficient day. 13 out of 34, 38%, 5 of 18 from deep, 28%, but Carson-Newman 10 out of 12 at the free throw line, and they scored 20 points off of 15 UVA Wise turnovers on the day. Wise on the other side, pretty efficient overall, 11 out of 25, 44%, but just 1 of 6 from deep, and they've only attempted 2 foul shots, making 1. So there's your big differences in the game, the ability to score off of turnovers as well as Carson-Newman's ability to get to the foul line. Braylon Weichel leads all scorers. She's the only player in double figures, 14 points. 4 of 8 shooting, and she's made all 5 of her shots at the charity stripe. 6 points from Harley Smith. She's buried a couple trifectas. 5 apiece from Boshears, Alvey, and Rogers. 3 apiece from McMahon and Tori Rutherford. Wise on the other side, being led in scoring right now by Caitlin Berger. She has 8 points. 7 from Caitlin Ross. She's added 6 rebounds and 3 assists. 5 from Josie Hester. 4 from Sable Burnside. As only 4 players have scored for UVA Wise, and only 7 players have seen action on the court. Both sides have scored 14 points in the paint. Otherwise, Carson-Newman leads in every other category. 29 points off turnovers, 4-0 second chance points, 5-4 fast break points, 13-4 bench points. And Carson-Newman scores 8 of the last 10 points of the opening half to lead it by 41-24 score at the break. Carson-Newman led the entire time. We were tied for those opening couple minutes, while neither side was able to score before Carson-Newman able to build up a lead by as many as 18. That sits at 17 at halftime. 41-24 the score here on the ShopSeenEagles.com halftime report, brought to you by the official online athletics store of the Carson-Newman Eagles, featuring more than 1,100 products from t-shirts and polos to phone skins and pet collars. ShopSeenEagles.com is the official online athletics store of Carson-Newman. Halftime at Holt. When we come back, we'll update you on how things are looking from around the rest of the conference. Some good games on tap, and we'll have those scores for you when we come back. Carson-Newman leads UVA Wise 41-24 here on the ShopSeenEagles.com halftime report on the Eagle Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through auto owner's insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owner's Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
A check of the ShopCNEagles.com SAC scoreboard is next. This is the Eagle Sports Network. If you're looking for official Eagle merchandise, look no further than the Carson-Newman Bookstore. With a large selection of Carson-Newman gifts and apparel, you're sure to find something to please the entire family. From stuffed eagles to towel sets, sweatshirts, shorts, hats, and slippers, we literally have you covered from head to toe. We have just the item you're looking for, no matter what the season. So whether you're an Eagle student, parent, alumni, or fan, shop us for everything orange and blue. Call 865-471-3539 for more information and store hours. We'll see you at the Carson-Newman Bookstore.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
The Eagle Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a ShopSeeingEagles.com scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
Carson-Newman has its largest lead of the season at halftime. It sits at 17, 41-24 at the break. Scores from around the rest of the league. Here's a surprising one. How about Newberry, a team that has scuffled all season long, leads Catawba 37-29 at halftime. Thanks to a solid shooting performance in the opening first quarter, 8 of 15, 53%. Peyton Cronin leads the way. She has 9 points, for Newberry as the Wolves lead by 8 at halftime. Other scores from around the league. Lenore Ryan sitting in top 20 in the country. Overall leads Coker 35-26 at halftime. They held Coker to just 8 points on 2 of 13 shooting in the second quarter. Tusculum blowing out Mars Hill 44-29. Jamie Tham already nearly a double-double, 14 points, 9 rebounds for her in the game for the Pioneers as they are shooting 53% from the field. A couple non-conference games taking place right now. Fayetteville State's leading Wingate at home by a score of 40-38. Hannah Clark, 13 points, being overshadowed by a great shooting performance so far from Fayetteville State. They are shooting 54% from the field and 6 of 8 from three-point range, leading by 2 with 1:11 to go in the first half. Limestone continues its sweet shooting stroke on the road in Greenwood, taking on Lander and leading the Bearcats 57-39 as that game has less than 6 minutes to go in the contest. Reagan McCrae leads the way with 15 points, 12 from Quinn Bird as well in that game, and the lead sits at 18 for Limestone. A couple games coming up later on today. Lincoln Memorial travels to Emory and Henry. That's where Carson-Newman will be next weekend, traveling to Virginia to take on the Wasps. And then the late night game, Savannah State travels to Anderson, 6 o'clock in the evening today. Trojans taking on Savannah State in a non-conference game. Very busy day around the league. You have 3 games on Monday as well, and then back in action for a little normal slate of games on Wednesday. This is a Wise team that's going to Puerto Rico next week for their contest. But here at halftime, it is Carson-Newman sitting in control, 41-24 at the break. Second half action is right around the corner. Can the Lady Eagles keep things rolling along and pull away from a UVA Wise team in which they've beaten by double figures in 7 of the first 8 meetings? Or do the Cavs have a run in them in the second half? Your score at the break, Carson-Newman 41, UVA Wise 24. Halftime at Holt. When we come back, second half action comes your way here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe a new electric heat pump or a new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We've got a quality contractor network, easy financing, and ANC inspects every job to assure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aecoop.org for application, contractor list, and more details. AEC, we're power with purpose.
This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Into the front court, loses her dribble, kicks it out, right wing, 3 from Bergstrom is up and good. As the buzzer sounds to end the first half.
On the Eagles Sports Network.
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
At Aramark, this year we go back to our foundation. At Aramark, we are great food and great service with great guests. That is the Aramark way. From coffee at Maples to sandwiches in Stokely, Aramark is here to produce high-quality food for you. A foundation of fresh food, a foundation of speedy service, and a foundation that's built for you, now and for the future. That is the Aramark way.
Carson-Newman leads UVA Wise 41-24 at halftime. Before we start the second half, we pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Eagle Sports Network. Skip Roberts is our producer today. I'm Michael Watrang with a great seat here at midcourt of Holt Fieldhouse, watching this contest in front of a very nice crowd on the second Saturday prior to Christmas on December 10th. Great to have you with us. Come in and stay a while. A great day of action here. One more half of women's basketball, and then you'll have the men's game against the much improved UVA Wise men's group. UVA Wise has had turnover issues all year long, at least 21, 6 times this year in 8 games. And they are right on that target, 15 in the first half. Carson-Newman has turned that into 20 points off of giveaways. Mike Mincy only played 8 players in that first half of play, so expect him potentially to go a little bit deeper into the bench here in this second half with this 17-point spread. It'll be Carson-Newman ball to start off half number 2. UVA Wise. No, check that. It'll be UVA Wise ball to start off half number 2. Berger, Ross, Bailey, Hester, and Kessner, the 5 on the floor for UVA Wise. Carson-Newman still has a couple players that haven't come out yet. Harley Smith's having to tie one of her shoes. I think she busted a shoelace. And now they're having a conversation about the possession arrow that was never flipped. It's UVA Wise ball here to start off the second half, and not Carson-Newman possession. And a discussion about that, and certainly coaches trying to figure out whose ball it should be and what play they want to draw up. So it will be Alvey out there with McMahon, Weichel, Boshears, and Penland. Carson-Newman in the white uniform. Now Smith comes running onto the floor late, and Alfie will stay on the floor. So Carson-Newman white jerseys, navy and orange lettering and numbering. UVA Wise black jerseys, white and red accents. Top of the key, it is Berger dribbling it right off to Hester. One ball fake, dribbles left to the top of the key and buries a trifecta. 41-27, 9:46 to go in the third. Good start to the second half for Wise. They've shot the ball well in this game. Boshears top of the key over to McMahon, right wing. Gives it back Boshears, now to the right corner. Alvey feeds it right back to Boshears. Around the perimeter, Weichel. Weichel jabs right, dribbles left, gets shut down by Kessner. Lobs it out to McMahon. Penland dribbles right, throws it to Alvey. 6 on the shot clock as she stops at the free throw line. Out to Penland, 3 and 2. Penland's shot is blocked by Ross, picked up by Berger. She dribbles to the front court, stops at the free throw line, feeds a cutting Hester, and she's called for an offensive foul. Good job by Alvey after she flew past everybody, came back out outside of the restricted area, set up shop, and the offensive foul whistled on Hester. That is her second. 41-27. Carson-Newman leads by 14 with 9:10 to go in the third. And it's Carson-Newman basketball here against this Wise defense that is 5th in the country in terms of blocks this season. They have at least 4 in every single game, including today, as that Ross block is the 4th of this contest. Mike Mincy calls for time. It'll give us a chance to reset here. 9:07 to go in the third. Carson-Newman 41, UVA Wise 27 as we step out for a break here on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Well, it's been a herky-jerky start to the third quarter. Caitlin Berger, or check that, Josie Hester has a three-pointer. Otherwise, nobody else has scored as we've played a minute here in the third. Timeout from Carson-Newman resets things here as the Lady Eagles have the ball. Good backdoor pass from Smith looking for Weichel, and it's punched out of play by Ross as she was able to hustle back defensively.
Clock's running.
And the clock continued to run. A few more seconds there at the end, so they'll have to reset that. Here as Carson-Newman leads by 14. The margin has been as many as 18 here in this game. Lady Eagles have attempted just one shot, and the clock goes back to 8:55 with 16 on the shot clock. Weichel to throw it in. Bounces it to Smith, right corner. Back out Boshiers. Fires it left wing. And Penland gives it underneath for Smith. She was leaning back as she put the shot up, and Kessner gets a block. Hester is left all alone on the right wing, and she buries a three. A 6-0 start, all from Hester here in the third. And Mike Mincy calls for another time. He calls 2 timeouts in 30 seconds, and that burns all of them here for immediate timeouts in the quarter. 41-30, Wise within 11. Step out for a break, and Lady Eagles regain some form. Leads down to 11 after it was 18 at halftime here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
AEC is a distributor for Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and warranted not to leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-lasting temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position. And the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment drain. AEC. We're power with purpose.
UVA Wise has scored all 6 out of halftime. Carson-Newman has the ball, leading by 11 as Penland gets to the right block, splits 2 defenders, and has her shot blocked out of bounds with 10 on the shot clock. 8:20 to go in the third. Carson-Newman looking to break the seal. Carson-Newman didn't score until about the 3-minute elapsed time in the first quarter. Smith, top of the key, hands it to Penland, works all the way to her left, all the way to the left block, stops there, runs into traffic, and then a drop ball. This time the possession arrow favors Carson-Newman. And let's see, the shot clock went all the way back to 30. And we're getting a look at it. The shot clock was at 2 from what we saw, maybe 1. And now they call the violation on Carson-Newman. I think the shot clock should have been at 2 or maybe 1, but it got reset. And the possession goes back to Wise. Wise started 5 of 15 from the floor. They made 8 of their last 12. Hester has hit both threes she's taken in the quarter. Sprints into the lane. Left-hand teardrop is in. Hester's on an 8-0 run by herself, and it's down to 9. 41-32, 7:50 to go in the third. Boshiers running down the right side of the lane. Over-the-shoulder pass to the free throw line. McMahon's shot is wide left, and Berger has the rebound. Here comes Wise, front court, down 9. Ross Throws it to Hester, feeling it in the second half. A right elbow jumper is in. 10 unanswered, all from Hester. And just like that, a 17-point halftime lead, down to 7. Penland heaves up a 3 from the right wing. Too strong. Smith an offensive rebound, and her pass out gets deflected out of play into the Carson-Newman bench. Michaela Alvey is in, replacing Boshiers with 7:20 to go in the third. Carson-Newman has led by as many as 18. They've missed all 6 of their shots. Here in the third, the lead is down to 7. Weichel on the right wing. Throws it out, Alvey. Spins it over to Penland left wing. Sprints to the free throw line. Steps back. Jump shot is down. Finally ends a 10-0 run, all from Hester. And the margin sits at 9. 43-34, 3 minutes into the third. Wise back of the basketball. Hester is up to 15 in the game. 10 in the quarter. Ross left wing. Dribbles left. Sprints all the way to the baseline. Runs into Penland, and she deflects it out of play. Ross, 6 assists. She's on triple-double watch. Leads the country in assists per game, 8.4. Rogers replaces Smith in the Carson-Newman lineup. Lady Eagles have started 1 of 7 in the quarter. Meanwhile, Wise is 10 of its last 14. Bounce pass goes to Kessner in the left corner. Bailey back to Hester in the left corner. Bailey on the left wing, dribbles right, stops the free throw line because Weichel swipes it out of her hand. 3-on-2 break. Weichel all the way to the right block, works around Ross and cozies in a right-hand layup off the window. Weichel with 16, that's a game high. 4 straight for the Lady Eagles, 45-34, 6:25 to play in the third. Ross bounces it for Kessner, right block. Bounces it a couple times, throws it out Bailey, dribbles to the right baseline. Bounces it out for Kessner, who promptly hands it to Ross with 13 on the shot clock. In for Bailey, steps back for a jumper. Penland got a piece of it, and she grabs the ball in the lane. Penland throws it cross court, Rogers left wing. Rogers, right hand, cross court pass. Weichel wide open, right corner 3. A rope rippler from Braylon Weichel. 19 for Weichel, her second 3, and it's back to 14. Ross inside of the lane, throws the backdoor pass for Bailey. She misses the layup on the left block. Carson-Newman with a chance to extend its lead, sitting at 14 now. Weichel, right corner pocket again. This one's too strong. Alvey got her hand in there, but she's going to be called for a foul on the rebound attempt. 7-0 Carson-Newman run over the last 85 seconds. And the margin sitting at 14, 48-34. Wise with the basketball. Down by 14 after they had just pierced it down to 7. Hester, top of the key, throws it right wing, and Kessner bounces it for Ross on the right block. Gets a running start to the paint, spins back left, heaves a shot up. That is way too strong. Rogers there for her third rebound. Dribbles all the way front court, throws it right wing. Penland wants a 3. That is short. And the rebound to Bailey. Wise with the basketball, and Alvey runs right into Bailey. Nothing she could have done there. Alvey was trying to get around Bailey, and Bailey just slammed on the brakes at midcourt. And Alvey barrels right into her. Second foul on Alvey. 5:05 to go in the third. Carson-Newman leads 48-34. Only 2 teams have shot 40% or better against Wise. Carson-Newman at 36%, but leads by 14. Hester, a left wing 3, all nylon. Hester feeling it. 13 third quarter points, but the margin at 11. McMahon, right block, going to work, kicking it out to Penland. Carson-Newman ball leading at 48-37. Weichel crossing over, getting to the paint, up and under. Left hand layup, no good. Kessner, the last one to touch it. Alvey was in there as well. Goes out of bounds on the baseline, and Carson-Newman gets possession back. That looked like Harris Price for a moment there by Braylon Weichel with the footwork inside of the lane, trying to heave one up from an awkward position. Inbound goes Rogers, right wing for Carson-Newman. Penland, left point. Dribbles right, a lot of congestion there. She now gives it to Weichel, to left wing Rogers. Rogers, right to left crossover, to left block, gets set down, throws it out McMahon. Bounces it back for Rogers. Rogers had started to move out towards the perimeter, and McMahon's pass lingers around the baseline and goes out of play. 4:21 to go in the third. Carson-Newman's margin at 11 after it was 17 at halftime. A 10-0 start by Josie Hester and Wise has pierced this deficit. Hester has it at the top of the key. Alvey all over her now. Hester, backdoor bounce pass right into the waiting hands of Weichel. Weichel dribbles all the way to the left block. Left-hand layup hits the pad underneath the backboard. Got in a little too deep. And then Alvey commits her third personal foul. Team's third of the quarter, all from Alvey. Carson-Newman has started 3 out of 12 from the field in this frame. And Carson-Newman has gone 2+ minutes without scoring. 48-37. Carson-Newman's lead 11. 3:57 to go in the third. Ross to work across the timeline here, left to right. Ross flips it over to Bailey, right wing. Kessner, a couple feet in front of her, back to Ross, right corner. Hester pops out top of the key, gives it right back, Ross, right wing. Ross dribbles left, 10 on the shot clock as she feeds Bailey in the paint, puts a shot up over Rutherford. It's too strong, but they call the foul on Rutherford, who commits her second and sends Bailey, a 59% foul shooter, to the line. Bailey will get 2. Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider, providing Jefferson City with ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband. Let them serve you. Visit trilite.net. Bailey makes the first, makes the second. 2 from Bailey, back down to single digits, 48-39. Carson-Newman led by 18 in the second quarter. It was 17 at halftime. It's down to 9, 48-39, 3.5 to go in the third. Carson-Newman ball, Rogers right point. Throws it to Rutherford, top of the key, dribbles right, back to Rogers, sprinting down the right side of the lane, and she draws a foul. Missed the layup, but from the backside, Berger gets a piece according to the officiating crew. And Rogers gets to go to the free throw line. Rogers this season, 57% at the stripe. She's got 5 points on the day, and her first free throw is right down the hatch. Back to 10, 49-39. Carson-Newman 8-0 all-time against Wise. 7 of the 8 have come by double digits. Second free throw from Rogers is too strong. Kessner the rebound. And with 3:15 to go in the third, the margin is 10. Wise with the ball down 10. 49-39. Left wing Hester. Alvey in her hip pocket. Throwing it to Burnside, right point. Burnside lobs for Berger, right baseline. On the right block, dribbles toward the paint, puts a left-hand hook up. Too strong. Rebound Rogers. Right to left to the front court for Carson-Newman, sprinting front court. Hands it off. Weichel catch and shoot 3 left point. Short iron, falls out, falls through the hands of Alvey. Off the paws of McMahon. Hester picks it up, throws it to the middle of the floor. Rogers hustling back defensively with a steal. And Carson-Newman will break this pressure. Carson-Newman has missed 4 straight shots from the floor. The lead is 10, 49-39, 2.5 to go in the third. Rogers left point, spins it to Rutherford left wing, underneath McMahon left block. One dribble, back out Alvey. Kicks it, Rutherford, left corner 3, that rattles out. Offensive rebound, McMahon has it slide right through her hands, perfectly to the paws of Weichel, and she deposits the layup. 21 for Braylon, 51-39, 2:10 to go in the third. Burnside catching right wing. Cross-court pass. Kessner, left baseline jump shot, too strong. Burnside an offensive rebound on the right block, and she sticks it back off glass. 51-41, 2 minutes to go in the third. Carson-Newman 4 out of 16 from the field in the quarter. Wise has put a dent of 7 into the halftime margin. Alvey left point. Gives it to Weichel, top of the key. Works around the screen. Pulls up for a right wing jump shot. She has 23 as she buries it. 53-41. Full court press from Weichel. Rutherford backpedaling. And it goes over to Ross. 90 seconds to go in the third. Nobody's covering Kessner on the left block. Ross picks her out. 8th assist of the game for Ross. She's got 8 rebounds and 5 points as well. 53-43. Carson-Newman clings to a 10-point lead. 1:15 to go in the third. Weichel dribbling right, backdoor pass. Rutherford on the right block, puts in the layup. Good pass from Weichel, better cut from Rutherford, and the margin back to a dozen. Both sides starting to make shots with high efficiency. Wise is at 49% for the game. Burnside, front court, kicks it over. Hester, left wing, catch and shoot 3, too strong. Rebound, poked over to Rogers in the left corner. Carson-Newman ball, 50 seconds to go in the third. Lady Eagles can go 2 for 1. After they missed 6 out of 7, Carson-Newman has made 3 straight. Weichel over to Rogers left point. Now Rutherford left wing. Underneath it goes McMahon. Jabs right, dribbles left, reverse layup, blocked out of play. by Burnside. 36.5 seconds to go in the quarter. 11 on the shot clock. 55-43, Carson-Newman on top. The margin was 17 at halftime. It's 12 now. Rutherford throws it out for Weichel, top of the key. Bounces it for Smith. Double team, bounce pass, kick out, left corner. Alvey 3, too strong. Rebound loose in the corner, and Rutherford, great hustle over to the corner, gets a piece of it off of Burnside, and Carson-Newman will hold on to possession. Shot clock is at 20, so there's a 7.9 second differential. Shot to game clock. Wise will get another possession. Alvey over to Weichel, 15 on the shot clock. Carson-Newman by a dozen in the game, 55-43. Weichel dribbling right. Two players up near her. She dribbles left around a Rogers screen. Feeds Rogers, who's wide open for three, and that's wide left. Rutherford, an offensive rebound on the left block, puts it back in, and one. Rutherford wreaking havoc, and she does a great job getting underneath Burnside, and will have a chance to add to the lead here. 57-43, 8.2 seconds to go in the third. Free throw from Rutherford up. It is in. It is a 15-point game. 58-43. 8.2 seconds to go in the third. Burnside catches it midcourt. Goes behind the back. Loses the ball. Deflects around. Kessner picks it up. Left side of the lane and banks in the shot. And that's how the quarter comes to an end. That was nearly a turnover. And a fortuitous bounce for the Cavaliers. But despite the fact that Wise pulls within 7, Carson-Newman builds it back up and has a 13-point lead going into the final frame. 58-45. Stick with us. Carson-Newman will look to continue to expand its margin when we come back on the Eagle Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Carson-Newman leads by 13 as we go to the fourth quarter. UVA Wise is able to sneak within 7 points in that period, thanks to Josie Hester scoring the first 10 of the frame. And at the 7:34 mark of the third, it was a 7-point game. Carson-Newman responded right back with a 7-0 surge. Lady Eagles built it back out to as many as 15, and they settle on a 13-point differential. Going into the final period, Braylon Weichel has a game-high 23 points. Josie Hester looking to match her point for point with 18. 58-45, Carson-Newman on top, looking to pull out this victory back to 500 for the year. Smith, top of the key, throws it to Weichel right wing. Weichel dribbles right, comes back around a Smith screen and gives it to Smith. Ball fakes, sprints all the way to the baseline, and an offensive foul is whistled as Smith was throwing a pass. Smith called for her second, and Wise did a good job. Ross coming all the way over to be able to step in and take the charge. 9:46 to go. Carson-Newman has won 7 of the 8 meetings by double figures, and all 8 all-time against the Cavs. Left wing, Berger works around the screen, stops at the free throw line, throws it out to Kessner, half minute into the fourth. Wise down 13. Ross thought about a 3, feeds Kessner, right block, spinning around, running into Smith, giving it back out. Ross gets to the lane, left hand teardrop too strong, and then Ross pokes it out of play as she was going for the rebound. Played 42 seconds in the final period, and Carson-Newman leads it 58-45. Carson-Newman in the white jerseys with blue and orange accents. Wise in the black with red and white. And Carson-Newman has the ball ahead by 13. Smith on the left block. Throws it right wing, and Weichel back out for Rogers. To left wing, Alvey lobs to Smith. Smith dribbles, spins, throws it out to Weichel left wing. Weichel dribbles right, throws it out to Smith. 8 on the shot clock. Smith to left elbow, spinning around. Has the ball poked out of her paws. Now steps back, fires up a 3. Short iron, Alvey taps it out to Weichel right baseline. She'll dribble it out beyond the arc and reset the offense. With 8:40 to go in the game, another recycle for Carson-Newman. Weichel all the way to the right block, draws the foul as she gets right into the body of Kessner. And Kessner commits her second personal foul. So Weichel back to the line as she went right into Kessner's body. And we'll have shots at free throws. 4th 20-point game of the season for Weichel, 47th of her career, as she makes the first foul shot. 24 for Braylon Weichel. 59-45, 8:37 to go here in the period, and Weichel connects on the second. Her season high is 27. She sits at 25. 8.5 to play in the game. Ross to the front court. Dribbles, and then bounces it. Berger, left elbow. Berger dribbles around to Ross, screen. Weichel steps in, rips it out of her hands. 3-on-3 break the other way. Smith joins the fray. Now Weichel backs it out beyond the arc. Tosses it for Rogers, over to Smith, spins it to the right corner, Rutherford. Back out Rogers. Rogers to Weichel, tosses it to Smith, left block. Smith out to Alvey, touch pass, Rogers, top of the key, sprints to the lane, kicks it out. Left corner, Rutherford 3, rolls around and flushes down. 63-45, Carson-Newman has matched its largest lead of the day. 18 with 7:50 to go. Wise with the basketball, down 18. Berger on the right block, flips up a right-hand layup. It falls short, and the rebound picked out of there by Keely Rogers. Carson-Newman ahead by 18. The Lady Eagles surging, and a foul whistled as Weichel, dribbling along the baseline, draws the foul on Bailey, and that is her 4th. This is a 10-2 Carson-Newman run dating back to the 3rd. Rutherford throws the inbound out to the high post. And Smith over to Weichel, and she dribbles right, hands it off for Rutherford. Left wing, Rogers, great pass underneath for Alvey. Her shot, though, blocked by Bailey. 63-45, 7:17 to go in the game. Ross steps into a 3 from the left wing. Bangs off, goes wide left. Rogers is there for her 7th rebound. Alvey, cross-court pass, Weichel. Left to right crossover. Gets to the lane, kicks it out, Rutherford. Now over to Rogers. Carson-Newman sets up the offense with 7 minutes to go, leading at 63-45. Weichel between the rings. Uses a screen to her right-hand side, steps back, jump shot on the way, wide left. Offensive rebound, Smith. She's wide open, misses the layup. Rutherford with another chance. She draws the foul, and to the free throw line goes Tori Rutherford as Kessner picks up her 3rd. Carson-Newman starting to pull away on the glass as they are getting after it on the offensive end. 15 offensive rebounds for Carson-Newman. First free throw from Rutherford on the way and down. Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, McGaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Visit McGahaElectric.com for all your electric contracting needs. McGaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source. Second free throw rattles out. Rebound falls out to the left elbow. And Hester, Ross, all the way to left block, drawing the foul against Weichel as she muscled her way through the teeth of Carson-Newman's defense. The lead is a game-high 19, 64-45. Carson-Newman 11-2 run. They've scored the first 6 of the 4th. Ross's first free throw is up there. It's in. 6 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists for Caitlin Ross. Has a couple triple-doubles for her career, including one against Carson-Newman. Second free throw is in. Timeout, Jamie Klusman. With 6:37 to go, the margin sits at 17. We'll step out for a break as well. 64-47, 6:37 to go in the game. Carson-Newman looks to put the finishing touches on this one when we come back to Holt Fieldhouse in a moment on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
At Aramark, this year we go back to our foundation. At Aramark, we are great food and great service with great guests. That is the Aramark way. From coffee at Maples to sandwiches in Stokely, Aramark is here to produce high-quality food for you. A foundation of fresh food, a foundation of speedy service, and a foundation that's built for you, now and for the future. That is the Aramark way.
Carson-Newman scored 11 of 13 points against this UVA-wise group between the third and the fourth quarters. And the Lady Eagles trying to get right back in this game. Smith on the left wing. Smith gets to the left block, and she's called for a traveling violation. So let's see how Carson-Newman responds here with 6:20 to go in the game. Lady Eagles by 17, 64-47, 6:15 left. Left wing, it's in the hands of Bailey. Bailey throws it to Kessner, right wing. Ross sprints to the paint, stops there, kicks it to the left corner, Bailey. Tosses it to the baseline, Berger posting up Rogers, tough shot over Rogers. Excellent defense by the rookie. All glass and into the hands of Smith. Carson-Newman leading by 17. Harley Smith dribbles to the right block, kicks it out to Weichel. Alvey back out Smith, feeds it to Weichel, now left wing. It's Rogers, fires it in for a cutting Rutherford. The shot is blocked off of the backboard by Ross, and then poked out of play by Smith. With 5:44 to go in the game, Carson-Newman's lead sits at 17. That's a really good block by Ross. 64-47. Carson-Newman has led by as many as 19 here about a minute ago. Ross around a screen from Kessner. Ross setting up the offense as she crosses over, gets into the lane to the left block, floats a layup up, falls short, rebound poked out, picked up by Alvey. Alvey will trot into the front court. Alvey goes all the way to the middle lane, hangs, floats, misses a shot as it hits the rim twice before coming off the front edge. Kessner gives it to Ross. Ross all the way down the right side of the paint, bounces out to the right corner, Bailey. Back out Ross, feeds it underneath, and Rogers is called for the foul. Second one on Rogers, team's third of the quarter. 5:07 to go in the game, 64-47. Carson-Newman, 33% shooting, but they've taken 19 more shots than Wise. Carson-Newman has scored 30 points off of Wise's 21 turnovers. Seventh time this year Wise has given it away at least 21 times. Ross over to the right wing, and Hester and Alvey steps in the passing lane and spikes it out of play. 5:01 to go, 64-47. Carson-Newman missed 5 consecutive shots. There have been several times in this game Carson-Newman has been icy, but the turnovers and volume of shots have helped Carson-Newman build out this lead. Bailey comes to get it along this near right sideline, dribbles against Penland, stops at the high post, hands it off Ross, gets to the lane, jump stops, right-hand layup, way too strong. Kessner a second chance. She misses a shot on the left block. Rebound to Penland, picked up by Weichel, and then they call an offensive foul on Braylon Weichel. 2 defenders stepped up on her, and Carson-Newman's fans will let the officiating group hear about that. Weichel had the ball, and with 4:47 to go, baseline inbound coming up here for UVA Wise. Ross to inbound the ball, gives it out to Hester. Left wing three up there. That's short iron, backboard and off. Hester with 13 points in the second half. Scored the first 10 for Wise to make it a 7-point game. Carson-Newman slowly built the lead back up. Weichel, top of the key, jump shot is straight down the hatch. She matches the season high now with 27 in the game. 66-47. Largest lead of the day with 4:25 to play. Ross on the right wing. Bounces it underneath. Weichel, another kick ball. And here comes Skylar Boshears back into the game for Michaela Alvey with 4:21 left. Alvey gets a nice round of applause. Rutherford, the only other player in double figures for Carson-Newman. She has a dozen. Ross throws it to the right side of the lane, and Bailey gets converged upon by several defenders. Berger goes back door to the right block with one bounce. Misses the layup. A rebound to McMahon and Carson-Newman. Weichel dribbling all the way to the left corner, sprints to the left block, underneath the bucket, throws it out, right corner, Penland three. Front iron, over the rim, and into the hands of Hester. Wise with the basketball. Down 19 with 4 to go. Ross bounces it underneath for Berger. Right hand hook shot, too strong. McMahon there for her 5th rebound of the day. 3:50 left, 66-47. Carson-Newman on top, looking for its first 20-point lead of the day. Weichel hands it off Boshear, sprinting down the right side of the lane, hangs, floats, misses the shot. Rebound, right back into Boshear's hands. And a jump ball this time around as 3 defenders were on her. And the possession arrow favors UVA Wise with 3:32 to go in the game. Carson-Newman in the second half is shooting 28%. Wise hasn't made a shot in the quarter. They're 0 for 10. 8 twos to score in the frame. Carson-Newman held Catawba without any field goals in the fourth quarter a couple weeks ago, but they ended up losing that game. Hester on the right wing, dribbles, throws it out to Bailey, spins it left wing. Berger around a screen, and a foul is whistled. And it's on Rogers, who is called for her 3rd personal foul. And that puts Carson-Newman over the limit. That'll be the 5th. And send Bailey to the free throw line. Bailey just 2 points on the day. Averages 8, but that work has been done against Coker and Belmont Abbey. 34 over 62 in those games. And she makes the first foul shot here. One more attempt coming up here for Caitlin Bailey. Unicoi, Tennessee native, makes the second, and it's 17, 66-49. Carson-Newman has missed 8 of its last 9 shots. But the lead is 17. Penland on the right wing, bounces it out. McMahon throws it to Boshears, sprints to the left elbow, pulls up for a jump shot, missed it short. Rebound pokes around, and a foul is whistled again on Carson-Newman. This one goes on McMahon, and it's more free throws coming up for Bailey. 2:58 to go in the game. And Mike Mincy calls for time. InterDigital strives to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services. InterDigital, laser focused on your success. Carson-Newman is shooting 32% from the field. Lady Eagles have really struggled shooting the ball, but they've made 15 of 19 at the line, and they've scored 30 points off of turnovers, and their defense has turned it up to a different level. Wise has missed all 10 of its shot attempts here in the fourth period, but Wise has held Carson-Newman to just 8 points in the fourth, as Carson-Newman is 2 out of 12 over the final 10 minutes. And with 2:58 to go in the game, Carson-Newman leads at 66-49 here against this Cavaliers group. Catawba holds a 1-point lead on Newberry with 3:24 to go in the game. Indians have surged back. They're outscoring Newberry by 8 in the fourth and looking to win that game. Newberry is really struggled this season, so that would be a surprise if that score holds. Boatload of changes for UVA Wise as Bailey's first free throw is in. Fleener is out there with Eggerbrecht, Krantz, Alexis Warren as Bailey misses the second foul shot. And Burnside will come into the game the next chance that they get. Carson-Newman leads by 16, 66-50 with 2:58 to go, and I don't think the clock ever started. And now with 2:52 to go and 25 on the shot clock, Emily Gonzalez and Sable Burnside will come into the game. So Gonzalez replaces Weichel. Weichel matches his season high with 27. Her day is done. Bailey as well. Burnside in, and Emily Gonzalez onto the floor for the first time today. And with Carson-Newman leading it by 16, looking to get back into the win column and get Morris Hill on Wednesday night in this gym. Gonzalez dribbling all the way to the right-hand side, handing it off to Penland. Penland to Boshiers. Now Rogers, who's had a good game for the rookie on the left wing. Back out McMahon to the right wing, and Boshiers. Penland dribbles right. Penland just 2 points on 1 of 11 shooting in the game. Boshiers all the way to left block, has her initial shot blocked, and then a foul is whistled on Burnside. As Boshiers had the ball, Burnside picks up her second. Carson-Newman has missed 10 of its last 11. More good defense by this UVA-wise group. They have blocked 14 shots. Gonzalez to inbound. Gonzalez tosses it out to Penland with 2.5 to go. Penland dribbles right, hesitates, gets to the block, throws up a teardrop, and puts it in. 4 points now for Penland, 68-50 with 2:24 to go in the game. Penland does have 9 rebounds as she's carried part of the load there. And into the front court comes Frantz, pulls up for a left elbow jump shot. That one falls out, and the rebound picked up by Rogers. Rogers has 9 of those. Gonzalez in the right corner. Ball fakes on a 3, dribbles to the right block, feeds it out Rogers. Extra pass, Penland. Left wing 3. Shreds the strings. And the margin at 21. 71-50 with 1:55 to go in the game. Carson-Newman's lead is 21 for the first time today. France into the front court. Works to set up the offense here. Dribbles right, throws it underneath. Warren, a good look as she got past 2 defenders. And Alexis Warren, who averages 3 a game this year, puts it in. 71-52, 95 seconds to go. Gonzalez over to Rogers. Rogers hands it off Penland. Swings it left wing, Boshiers. Boshiers left-right crossover to the paint. High arcing teardrop goes in. Boshiers with 7. Back to a 21-point game with 80 seconds to go. France will dribble it into the front court. And Mike Minty doesn't have any timeout, so he has Jamie Klusman call for time to be able to get the final subs onto the game. Caroline Clemmer, Ashlyn Crittenden, and Ruthie Mbugwa join Gonzalez and Rogers out there on the floor with 1:10 to go. 73-52. France over to the top of the key, and Fleener. Fleener hands it to Eggerbrecht. Back to Warren, right wing. Spins it to the corner. Fleener. 5 to shoot. Along the baseline goes France, 2 and 1. Eggerbrecht, left wing 3, wide right. Warren wide open on the right block, puts the rebound back up and in. 73-54, 40 seconds to go. Crittenden, left wing 3, thought about it for a second, instead dribbles to the baseline and puts in the first points of her career. 35.9 seconds to go. Crittenden's first points of her career. From the floor. And Carson-Newman's lead at 21 points. 75-54, a half a minute to go. France dribbles to the right-hand side, throws it underneath. Fleener, good little shimmy and shake with the left side, puts up a hook shot that falls off wide left. Rogers with her 10th rebound of the day. And Carson-Newman will be able to dribble it out. The Lady Eagles will win this basketball game, 75-54. And for the 8th time in 9 meetings, Carson-Newman will take down UVA Wise by double figures. Wise played without its leading scorer, Nia Van Zant. Probably would have been a much different game had she been available in this contest. Wise, good defensive work, but Carson-Newman closes it out, winning it by a final score of 75-54. Domino's postgame report coming up in just a moment as the Lady Eagles take down the Cavaliers of UVA Wise by a final score of 75-54 here on the Eagle Sports Network.
If you're looking for official Eagle merchandise, look no further than the Carson-Newman Bookstore. With a large selection of Carson-Newman gifts and apparel, you're sure to find something to please the entire family. From stuffed eagles to towel sets, sweatshirts, shorts, hats, and slippers, we literally have you covered from head to toe. We have just the item you're looking for no matter what the season. So whether you're an Eagle student, parent, alumni, or fan, shop us for everything orange and blue. Call 865-471-3539 for more information and store hours. We'll see you at the Carson-Newman bookstore.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
The game's over, but we're just getting warmed up. The Domino's postgame report starts in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's post-game report on the Eagles Sports Network.
Picked up by Rutherford, shovels it to the right wing. Weichel catches, puts the layup off the glass.
Your stats breakdown, a conversation with Mike Mincy, and player interviews are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Pepsi, that's what I like. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By the Bible Insurance Agency, the agency that service built. By the Aramark, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By the Tennessee National Guard, a generation of volunteers. By Food City, value every day. By Tri-Light, dream big with gig. By Quality Suites of Morristown, an official hotel of the Carson-Newman Eagles. And by ShopCNEagles.com, the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Lady Eagles, Michael Watrang.
Well, it's a good day on the floor for Carson-Newman as the Lady Eagles polish off a second consecutive home victory by a final score against UVA Wise of 75-54, and a very fine showing by Mike Mincy's group. They win the battle on the glass 46-37. They force 21 turnovers, and the Lady Eagles pick up the victory over the Cavaliers of UVA Wise by 21. Back on the Domino's post-game report. Time to take a look at the statistics here in this one. And reminder, fans, get a large one-topping pizza for $5.99 with your Carson-Newman ID. You can also get 8-piece wings, stuffed cheesy bread, salad, 9-piece marble cookie brownies with that deal. Or if you don't have a Carson-Newman ID, bring in your business card at lunch. That's 25% off. Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles, and they have some great deals for you whenever you want to swing by and head to Domino's just off campus on 11E. Statistics from this one. Carson-Newman doesn't shoot the ball necessarily all that well, but they take nearly 20 more shots than UVA Wise, finishing 26 of 73 from the floor, 36%, 8 of 31 from deep, 26%, and 15 of 19 at the free throw line, 79%. Wise on the other side, 21 of 54, 39% in the game, 31% shooting from three-point range, 4 of 13 from the floor in that category. and 8 of 10 from the free throw line as well here today. Carson-Newman led in scoring by the team's leading scorer, Braylon Weichel, 9 of 18 from the floor, 27 points, 4 steals for the All-American. Tori Rutherford, the only other player in double figures with a dozen, 4 of 7 from the floor in the contest here today. But Carson-Newman had several players stuff the stat sheet. About Keely Rogers, 22 minutes off the bench, 6 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Excellent work for the rookie from Knoxville. 7 points, 9 rebounds, couple blocks, couple steals for Campbell Penland. 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists for Skylar Boshiers. 6 points, 6 rebounds for Harley Smith. 3 points, 5 rebounds for Callie McMahon. 5 points for Michaela Alvey. 2 points from Ashlyn Crittenton for the Lady Eagles. UVA Wise, conversely, led in scoring by Josie Hester. She scored the first 10 points of the second half for Wise, and she's the lone player to finish in double figures with 18 points, but she did have 8 of the team's 21 turnovers in the contest here today. Elsewhere, Caitlin Ross, 7 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, couple blocks for her. 8 points for Caitlin Berger. Leah Kessner finishes with 6 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 blocks. Caitlin Bailey, 5 points, 4 blocks, 3 rebounds, 6 points for Sable Burnside, 4 for Alexis Warren. Each team had 26 points in the paint. Carson-Newman 30-9 leaders in points off turnovers, 16 4-second chance points, 12-11 fast break points, 25-10 bench points. Second time this season Carson-Newman has led wire to wire in a game this season, doing so also against the Clayton State Lakers earlier this year. Carson-Newman wins it by a final score of 75-54 here today. And today's AEC electrifying play of the game goes to an and one for Michaela Alvey in the second quarter. Great work by Alvey getting the and one opportunity, and that is today's AEC electrifying play of the game. After all, you're not just a utility customer, you're a co-op member. Carson-Newman wins it. Final score in this one, 75-54. We're back to wrap things up on the Domino's post-game report when we come back to Holt Fieldhouse after a 21-point Carson-Newman win here on the Eagle Sports Network.
See can help. Build an all-electric home with an electric heat pump, an electric water heater, an electric range, and an electric washer and dryer. AEC's certified energy inspector will provide expert advice during construction and a complete home inspection upon finish. Before the drywall is in place, call AEC at 865-719-8322. AEC, your power with purpose.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931. More player interviews and stats come your way in 60 seconds when the Domino's postgame report continues on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices. Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Carson-Newman takes down UVA Wise by a final score of 75-54 here today. And the Lady Eagles improve to 5-5 on the year to get their first conference win of the season here. And time to take a look around the rest of the league. Limestone finishes off Lander 71-55. McRae leads 4 double-digit scores with 16 points in the game. Newberry comes all the way back. And the Wolves, thanks to 8 of 9 shooting at the free throw line, take down Catawba 67-58. Always a tough place to play there at Eliezer Arena. And how about Newberry getting that victory? That was a big one there for the Wolves. Had been 3-5 entering the game, and Catawba loses for just the second time this year, 67-58. Carson-Newman's next opponent, Mars Hill, falls to Tusculum 80-68. Joe Snow finishes with 28 points in the game. Jamie Pham, 31 points, 15 rebounds. She made 13 out of 14 for the game. Lenore Ryan holds off Coker's second half charge, scoring just 6 points in the fourth quarter. Bears take down Coker 61-52. Blakely Crooks leads all scores with 16 in the game in that one. Carson-Newman here wins it 75-54. Tonight's Food City player of the game is Braylon Weichel. Value every day. That's Food City. Carson-Newman men's team is hanging out, and they're just about ready to lock and load here against this UVA-wise group after a demolition of Limestone on a sweaty surface on Wednesday night. They look to keep things toasty here at Holt Fieldhouse here today. Carson-Newman women's basketball back in action Wednesday night, 5:30, Mars Hill in town. We're on the air at 5:15. For our producer today, Skip Roberts, I'm Michael Watchering signing off as Carson-Newman takes down UVA-wise 75-54. Adam Cavalier takes over when we come back here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.